This book is about using your money wisely and knowing the tricks to save money. You don't need to be rich to travel. You just need to travel smart. I don't go to Italy to avoid nice meals. I don't go to Bordeaux to avoid a wine tour. I didn't save money at home so I could cook cheap dinners in hostels. I don't go to Australia because I dream about the outback only to turn around and say, "No, that trip is a bit out of my budget. Maybe another time." You should note that it's not possible to travel on $50 a day at every destination in the world. You'll be hard-pressed to live on $50 a day in Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. Southeast Asia, China, India, Central America can all be easily done for much less than $50 per day. But between all these destinations, you'll average $50 per day on your total trip, which is why this book is titled How to Travel the World on $50 a Day. The more deals and tricks you know, the more you can stretch your budget. And cheap doesn't mean traveling like a pauper. It's about traveling, as the cliché goes, like a local. Because when you are home, you don't spend a lot of money per day, and neither do the locals where you are visiting. If you know just a few general tips and some location-specific advice, you can always have a first-class experience without paying a first-class price. This book is structured to take you from the planning stages to the time you get to your destination. Before I left, as much as I was excited about traveling, I had so many questions. I had no clue how to travel. Would I meet people on the road? Is it safe to travel alone? What kind of bag do I bring? Will I find a job when I get back? What if the news is right and everyone does hate Americans? I answer all those questions and more. Part 1 offers specific, actionable ways to lower your expenses before you even set foot on a plane. From setting up bank accounts that earn you money, to getting tons of free airline miles for free flights, to what gear to get, and what to do with your stuff, you'll learn how to save money from day one. In Part 2, you'll find ways to save money on the road that can be applied to destinations throughout the world. These are general travel tips. In Part 3, I get into specific world destinations. This part is structured by location, so you can jump right to the information you need. Each chapter includes typical costs, ways to save money, things to do, and area-specific resources. I've picked the most visited and popular destinations in the world for travelers. I firmly believe you can travel well without paying a lot of money, and this book will help you travel better, cheaper, and longer. Travel has given me so many wonderful opportunities in my life. I've met countless friends who, despite distance, remain close. I've scuba dived in Fiji, hiked the Grand Canyon, cruised the Galapagos Islands, and lived in foreign countries.